Hola, 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 mis amores, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo están haciendo? Espero que están teniendo un muy buen día y semana también. Hi, how are y'all doing? Hope you're having a great day. So I'm back with another video and update when it comes to the Diddy case. Go ahead and hit that like button for me, smash that subscribe button for me. I'm really, really excited because um P. Diddy's ex-bodyguard is speaking up. He has spoken up, and he continues to speak up, and he is outing Diddy like there's no tomorrow, y'all. Like, I mean, he's putting all his business, all of Diddy's business on these streets. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this and see what he has to say.
And some of the stuff you've been saying coming true. So, some of the stuff I've been saying is coming true, but all of the stuff that I say is true, and that's facts.
I love that he pointed that out and made sure that that was crystal clear. This does not strike me as an individual that even has a reason to make anything up. What would be the purpose? And he made it crystal clear. Like, look, nothing that I've said is not factual. Everything that's come out of my mouth is a fact. What would be the purpose of me not stating factual information? All right. So I love the fact that he made this clear from the get-go. I believe every single word that's coming out of his mouth. I believe everything he's told us to be true. Everything about Diddy, I believe it 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Uh, just with this Cassie thing, I didn't know her, but I knew somebody like her, and that was Kim Porter. I didn't know Cassie, but I knew somebody who was going through the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter. So people ask me, and they send me clips of Cassie, I guess it's an affidavit to the courts, of what she experienced. And it's like, it was the same thing Kim was going through. The same thing, bro. Kim was going through the same thing. The beatings, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, and now I could say one time when I know Kim had defended herself, and I told people this, and now everybody, after Cassie report comes out, everybody want to show the picture now. You see a picture on the internet going with Puff, right hand is in a bandage. That's the night I was called by Paul to meet him over at St. Luke's Hospital. He had a white t-shirt wrapped around his wrist because Kim had took the cork, when you open up wine, the corkscrew. She took the corkscrew and caught him on his wrist defending himself. And he almost, I know he tore some ligament, but he almost hit an artery or came close to the artery or either scratched it or cut it a little bit because he just kept.
Oh, so close. So close, y'all. We were so close to not having to deal with Didi anymore. But I'm glad that at least she was able to defend herself. And she left a mark on him. Literal mark. You're not about to forget her and everything that you did to her. She made sure of that.
Bleeding, kept bleeding. And from that point on, he was hooked. That's when I knew, I knew when they was talking about people getting addicted and hooked on pain medicines, that's what happened to him. And it was from his right wrist that he's reminded by Kim all the time now. And looking at this lawsuit, right? And like you said, she did accuse him of abuse in this lawsuit, but she also accused him of sex trafficking in this lawsuit. How you feel about that? Well, he get the sex trafficking because he took her to different states and had her perform sex acts with different, male prostitutes and different people, sometimes against her will. We look at this and we say, well, that was his girl, and she did it on her own. She didn't have to. Man, you can't say that. That was a 19-year-old girl that what they call.
Exactly. If you watch the videos that I've been making on this case, that's exactly been my point. It's like, what are you saying to me? So you want to sit there with a serious face, with a serious look on your face, to ask me the dumbest question in the history of questions. Why does a 19-year-old want fame? Why does a 19-year-old want success? Why does a 19-year-old want money? Like, huh? Why do you think they pick them so young? Because the youngs have all the wants and desires without the life experience, without the knowledge.
Oh, now groomed by an older man. And yes, she got some of the benefits of being with a billionaire, millionaire, and everything like that. But it's just certain things that he did to groom her and put her into that position that she wanted the career. She wanted to do the music. She wanted to be a performer and all this stuff like that. He held all that shit over her head, bro. And now that she came out and telling everybody her story and what happened to her, people are finding fault in her. People are saying that she ain't right for putting a lawsuit against him, but she earned every bit of that, bro. And
every single bit, every single penny. Matter of fact, whatever he paid her was not enough. It couldn't have been. It could not have been, because the trade was not even a good or fair trade in the first place. The trauma, the beatings that she received, sleepless nights, disfigured face, body, several instances, all of these things that she was doing, there's no amount of money that can fix having to go through that experience for 10 years. So whatever amount he gave her wasn't even enough. And you can't sit here and be like, oh, why does a 19-year-old want all those things? Like, huh? So why do you think predators go for the youngins? Why do you think the patriarchy tells the young ones, oh no, like any woman that's above the age of 30, they're washed up, they're dry, because they don't want the young ones learning. They don't want the young women to learn from the older women that have had time to get some experience in their belt. Because if the young women start learning, then that leaves them with less and less prey. That leaves them with less women that they can prey on, that they can groom. Why do you think that underneath this patriarchy, the males will tell you, oh, yeah. Like, you should just get married like in your early 20s, you're 21, 22. You haven't even had a chance to live your own life yet. So what they're telling you is they want you to sacrifice your life and give it to a male. What they're telling you is that's the only purpose that you have. That's the only reason why you exist. You don't exist to be able to live your own life, have your own experiences. The only reason you exist is so that you can then give your youth and your life to a male. Make it make sense. It's insane.
Said I only seen bits and pieces of it, but she earned every bit of that. Yo, I heard that he beat her so bad he sent her to Hawaii so she could stay away from people. That's crazy, man. But that's Kim's story. That's Kim's book. That's Kim's book. Then you heard about the fact that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht? Wow, I ain't hear about that. He broke Kim let's say allegedly, but it was told by people in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht. So Cassie's story is Kim's story. Cassie's book is Kim's book. Bro, when y'all look at this thing and saying force, y'all think that he probably threatened to beat her, threatened to do something like that. That ain't what force is. It could come from the mentality. Yo, he put her in a certain position, in a certain situation, in a certain time in her life. You understand what I'm saying? That she saw no way out other than doing what he told her to do.
That's the key. The key to the ultimate form of power is actually the mind. It is psychology. So again, that's why it's the question, why else would they go for them that young? And start preaching underneath the patriarchy. Oh yeah, when you're 30, you're burnt out. Da, 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 da. Meanwhile, they know good and well that if she look good, they don't care what age she is. If she look good and she want him, he gonna be right there. Is that gonna stop him? That ain't gonna stop him. So they just lie. They lie. And they prey on young women. The young women are the prey. They are the prey. It's very unfortunate, but that's what they've created here.
He had mentally controlled her. It's like a pimp. Diddy had pimp potential. He had her mind messed up where it controlled her. She felt no way out. She felt like if she walked out the door, he wasn't going to do the music no more. If she went somewhere or she ran and didn't want to do that, their relationship not only would have been over, he would have painted a picture that nobody else in the industry would have dealt with her. I seen him do it before. I seen him even tell people on the phone before, like, yo, like he did Wendy Williams. He said it when we was in Cali. When I come back to New York and that BITCH is on the radio. This is Wendy Williams, the hottest radio host in New York City. When she put out those pictures of the dude pulling his pants down and it looked like some gay act that was going on, he got on the phone. He said, let me tell you this. When I get back to New York City, if she's on the radio station, he's talking to a radio executive. He said the same thing to he said, nobody that I deal with, nobody that I know is going to do anything with y'all. No business at all. It ain't going to be no artist, no nothing going to come. He's telling people that at a radio station. When we got back to New York City, Wendy Williams was in Philly at a new station. Wow. That's the power he had. That's.
Wow. Wow. I don't even have the words. Money and greed rules. That's why I just keep telling ladies, stay away from Hollywood, stay away from LA, stay away from all that entertainment stuff. If you can't freelance it, do it on YouTube, work for yourself. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's all it took was for him to make a phone call because someone told the truth about him. because someone showed receipts and told the truth about him being gay, like super gay. He's not even just gay, he's like the gayest of the gayest person that I've ever heard of. And here we are in 2023 where that's accepted and no one really cares. If that's what you want to do, live your life, YOLO. He is still insisting on accusing and harassing women and using them as the beard and as the cover-up. Unacceptable. The whole industry just needs to go. It is pointless. There's no way, like, I can't even see, celebrities are nothing to me. They have been nothing for a long time to me because I know that these celebrities are worse than us, the regular public. Worse in character, worse in morals, worse in ethics. All I can do is, like, if I like their work, like their music or something, I might be like, oh, that's a good song. That's about it. But I'm not even spending any money to buy that song on any platform. It's like, if I can't stream it on YouTube, well, sorry. Just, it's not worth it. Hollywood is not worth it. And the entertainment industry is not worth it because this is how they operate. All it took was a phone call and probably baseless threats. He probably knew people that he would like have to like pull the strings and all this stuff. But how many people did he really know at that time?
That's the music industry, bro. That's the music industry. Now you're going to have guys coming out against Cassie talking about, she shouldn't have done that. She should hurry up and did that. Man, you can't say that about a victim. That's what kills me about these guys. These guys get these platforms and they want to talk about, guys like me in the background who saw everything, and I didn't see that because I wouldn't have played that. And people could say what they want to say. Yo, Diddy would have did this. Diddy would have did that. Nah, he wouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I told you this before. When he cursed his mother, I said to him, man, if you curse your mother again, I'm going to beat the shit out you. He said, well, no, Gene, she always in my business. I said, if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have no business. I'm saying that to say this to the women out there. If a man disrespect his mother, you just like an ice cube. You ain't got a chance in hell.
Amen. I'm about to clip this part and I'm posting it on every platform that I have. The way people get to this point, the way P. Diddy got to the point where he's literally the devil. I don't even know what the mom must be thinking or feeling. For me, the guilt that would come from feeling like this is the person I gave birth to, this is the person that I raised. Literally the most evil person that could have ever lived, one of the most evil people that could have ever lived. That's enough to send me into a spiral of course, I'm not surprised that he was talking to his mom in that way. Definitely not surprised about that.
Do you understand? That man disrespected his mother. What do we care about these chicks out here, these women out here like that? Now, I ain't gonna say that he couldn't change. Maybe he have. He's brother, a doctor, or something love now. But back then, way before Kim, beat the shit out of Misa because she thought she was dealing with Eric Sermon, the green-eyed dude. He's known for shit like that, bro. But it's a pattern. And they caught up with him. Also, this wall, man, she also claims that, Diddy, he was trying to control her personal life And, she was scared of losing her record deal if she refused his demands. I could believe that. Yo, bro. I never seen him treat Ms. Lopez like that. You understand? Even when he was going behind her back and still dealing with Kim.
Okay, y'all. So what he's talking about here, in case you didn't know, because I did not know this until just a few days ago, but Jennifer Lopez used to date P. Diddy. So they were together for a while. Jennifer Lopez, she ended up in jail, from what I heard anyway. This is from my research, from what I heard. She ended up in jail for like 2 or 3 days, and it wasn't until then that she completely broke it off with Diddy. But they were dating. They used to date. So that's what he's referring to here.
He didn't want Kim to deal with nobody, bro. Like I said, I can't speak on Cassie on her statements like that, but I can reflect on the way he treated Kim. We would leave Jennifer's house. He would call a babysitter. If Kim was out on the town, we was going to every spot in New York City that the babysitter thought she was at. Do you hear me? Even when he wasn't dealing with her, he wanted complete control over her life, over what she did and how she did it. So that's not hard to that's not hard to that's not hard to believe. And plus she was way younger than Kim. Wow, man. And me looking at this lawsuit, she say that, Diddy, he forced her to do drugs. I mean, she recalled a time where, Diddy gave her a blue pill and later on she found out that it was ecstasy. That's one of Diddy's MO. I know a former record executive during the time that they gave Donna Ross that anniversary in California. One of his former record executives met with him. And I guess she was trying to pray with him or whatever. But he tried to give him a pill.
Oh my God.
That's his MO.
He tried to give him a pill, y'all. Oh my God. That's his MO. It's giving me Bill Cosby vibes. It's giving me Bill Cosby vibes. I'm telling y'all, they all do the same thing. I think it's the worst. It's the most prominent in the music industry. But even in the acting industry, they do the same thing. Anything that has to do with Hollywood, stay away from. You've heard it from Diddy's P. Diddy's ex-bodyguard just now. The blue pill, that's their MO. Whatever that the color of the pill, I think he said blue. Drugging people and sousing them. Apparently that's their MO, allegedly.
He just showed you his hand. That's his MO, bro. All I can say is that he financed and supported the same thing he did with Cassie is the same thing he did with Kim. Made sure that the drugs was there. And speaking of financing, right, she also said in this lawsuit that, after Diddy would abuse her, he would buy her gifts. I remember times going to, he would never let us see him do the things to Kim. You know what I'm saying? Because unless we was in the hotel, because when he was in the hotel, when we went away, Puff always had the presidential suite. I had the suite right next to him. like in the Swiss Hotel, the Ritz-Carlton, wherever he stayed at, stuff like that. Always stayed next to him because I was the one that had to open the door, let people in, let people out. When we go to Detroit, wherever we went, always had the room next to him. So my door had always had to stay open to the suite. So you wouldn't see him physically abuse them, but they may come out the room and you could tell something had happened. It's certain people that he wouldn't do his bullshit around. Heavy D, Wolf, and myself. But you could tell the after effect. So it's plenty of times that Gene, Kim ordered something at Gucci or whatever like that, and I had to go pick it up. Not saying that it was because he abused her all the time, but that's a form of what all rich billionaires, millionaires, rich bitches do when they do something to these girls. Buy 'em.
It's part of the cycle of ACCROSS. Oh, let me beat the crap out of you and, basically risk unaliving you. And then 30 minutes later, I'll just buy you something nice. And it's a cycle. It just keeps going back and forth between those same options.
Off. Pay them off. I got you, Mom. Look,
You would pay them off.
some guys think these girls will get their ass whooped by regular dudes in the street. Why not get your ass whooped by a millionaire? You'll get something out of it, which is crazy.
So there are more videos, but I'm going to divide it into parts because I don't want one video to be too long. There's just so much news and just so much that's been happening, y'all, behind the scenes in Hollywood, with P. Diddy being one of the most evil people that could have ever existed, as we're finding out and quickly continue to find out. But go ahead and hit that like button for me, smash that subscribe button for me, and leave it in the comments below. I'm really, really intrigued. I'm wanting to know what your thoughts are on this whole situation, where you stand. What do you think about everything that's been happening and coming out on PDD as of right now? And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.